Hello YouTube, long time no see. I am gonna do something dumb that shouldn't be done, and I'm gonna do it on camera to prove it's not smart and shouldn't be done. So I got a regional championship coming up. I need one card for my deck. I ordered a bunch of singles to get ready for my deck, but I live in China, so I have to plan ahead a little bit. And I went to a card shop because there was one more card I really kind of need and missing, and the card shop closed. Now, I could just, it's a regional championship. I could just assume that the tournament is going to have things for sale in the morning, but I'm not getting there till midnight the night before the regional championship starts, and it's China. And even if it weren't China, I just don't like the uncertainty of risking it. So I need one Duskmourn rare. I need split up. And this is silly. This is dumb. I've got 3 packs, one from a draft the other day. And then I bought this box of, this case of play boosters. And I bought it a long time ago for about $100. It was about a little under $100 per play booster. So it was a good deal. And now they're over $150 on TCG Player market price. So, they've retained their value, but I don't have time to wait in the mail for a single to get this card. It's, honestly, I could replace it with something else, but yeah, I'm this way. So we're going to see how it goes. Do not do this. This is not smart. This is not smart because it's not going to pay off to... Is there not a rare in here? Okay, there it goes. Dud. It is not going to pay off to open packs looking for one card. The rare I'm looking for is split up. And honestly, my chances are not that great for the RC. I don't have insect token. I actually do want insect tokens because I'm playing Overlord of the Mistmoors in the deck. The Overlord of the Hauntwoods, that's definitely staple. And okay. So yeah, I'll just keep track of rares, staples, and standard right now. And I got my insect token over here. Stuff I want. But I'm looking for a split up because I... I'm playing mono white tokens. Oh, Enduring Curiosity. Now, I do think, when I was looking at the list of cards, okay, 3 packs, didn't find the split up. So, going to the box that I shouldn't open. This is the dumb thing. I should not be opening loose packs. It's not going to pay for itself. But I will say, whenever I was looking at the list of cards in Duskmourn, there are a lot of tournament staples in Duskmourn. The land cycle, the rare land cycle is good. Look at that beautiful. New case is always really beautiful. Put it aside here and grab one. The land cycle is really good. The overlords, there's some good overlords. The enchantment creatures, the Enduring Curiosity, the white one as well. The Planeswalker, what's his name? Kaito, I think. The red hasty guy too. That mono red uses. What's it? The cost 3 Screaming Nemesis. There are actually quite a few cards that are tournament staples, so I don't know what the EV is. I haven't calculated that. It's not really important. But the amount of tournament staple cards that you can get is pretty impressive. I'll just set this to the side here. Hopefully, I won't have to go through too many of these. Just give me my split up. That's all I want. And it's not even that expensive a card. I think it's like $3. I should not... Oh, this is weird. So the order of the packs is different. So I guess the packs I opened before, they made in America or Belgium? Because these boxes I'm opening now are made in Japan. So strange. Doesn't say. Made in Japan. Made in Japan. So why? I feel like the foils were on the other side. Full art. Full art. Basic lands. I don't mind. Layla. I mean, bleh. I don't think there's any. I'm not sure if there's any commons or uncommons that are tournament staples. I don't think so. I do have some Day of Judgments waiting, ready to go and waiting for Zimone, all questioning. So got a showcase. Cool. Too bad Zimone isn't like actually tournament viable because it's a cool idea. I thought the prime number thing was very clever. I don't think there's many, if any, commons or uncommons that are tournament staples with Duskmourn, but there are a lot of rares and mythics that don't care, that are important. Okay, so there you go. You know, rare land is good. I don't think any commons or uncommons. I do have some Day of Judgments I could throw in my mono white tokens deck. But the little play testing I've done, I really like Split Up. I think people sleep on it. The one bad enduring creature. Split Up is better than I think people give credit for. The downside is really not that big. I mean, not being able to kill all your opponent's creatures is not as big of a deal as it might seem. Ooh, Foil Flood Farm Verge. That is cool. That's actually probably worth some money. I'll have to look that up. That is worth more than the amount for the pack for sure. Let's open that. That's sweet. Oh no, I usually don't do these unboxing videos. I hope this doesn't make me get me bit with the bug. Okay, Entity Tracker is starting to be used in Esper Pixies, some versions of Esper Pixies. So like I said, a lot of rares in this set that are tournament staples. But again, all I am looking for, all I am looking for is, see, why is this here? Okay, I don't know the order of the packs. Silent Hall Creeper. Cool card, but no, doesn't really have a place in Standard. All I am looking for is a Split Up. Split Up, please. And yeah, the reason this is dumb is I should just buy a Split Up for $3, not open this. It's fun opening packs, but it loses you money. I'm not exactly Mr. Moneybags. Ooh. Special guest, expropriate. Too bad it's trash. You know, I'm not rich enough that I should be opening packs like this just willy-nilly. I'm also, though, you know, investing is a bit of investing, quote unquote, in Magic is a little bit of a fool's errand. Ugh, trash. I guess Optimistic Scavenger, that's a tournament staple common. Being used in a lot of Esper Pixie. Shelter by Ghost is also one that has been seeing some play, not as much as maybe others, but I don't know. Should I count Shelter by Ghost as a tournament staple? It is an uncommon. I don't know, is there any other Optimistic Scavengers I've missed? Optimistic Scavenger might be the only, it's a common, right? No, it's uncommon. Optimistic Scavenger might be the only one that, only uncommon, one of the few uncommons worth kind of setting aside. I don't think there's any others. Nope. Okay. So I'll set aside the optimistic scavengers. So way I organize, I don't know if anyone cares about this, but way I organize my cards, I have just all, bulk in regular big. Hey, abandoned campground. No, that's the common one. Victor Valagath Senchel. Showcase. So I guess the only thing I can't get out of here that I can get in the collectors is the Japanese. I guess I can get like showcases for most of the good cards. Yeah, keep my bulk in, the regular normal big white boxes. And then I try to put tournament staples, and I just kind of define it by what I think, S tier, A tier tournament decks in any format. I keep them in a binder, so they're just easy to access, and it doesn't matter if they're common, uncommon, rare. And I got the rares in its own, the bulk rares in its own box, and then I have like a space for kind of cards that maybe they're just for Commander, so they're kind of expensive, but they're not really nowhere to run. Okay, that's another tournament staple. Withering Torment, I think people were seeing if maybe it would end up in tournaments, but not yet. At least Black being able to destroy an enchantment is cool and all, but not worth it, I think. Oblivious Bookworm. Oh, fear of missing out. See, I didn't even mention that one. There are so many rare tournament staples. Oh, Unstoppable Slasher. Ooh, double rare pack. Unstoppable Slasher. Fringe, like B tier mono black standard card now. I'll put it in the tournament staples. But see this stack of tournament staples, or staples might be a strong word, but tournament viable, standard viable cards. I think for a set is not too bad. Oh my goodness, just give me a split up. No. Oh my god, so bad mythic. Such a bad mythic. When you unlock this door, you may cast spells. When you unlock this door, you may cast spells from a graveyard. Terrible. God awful. Get out. Murder. No. So how many boxes will I go through to just find one, not even that good, rare? Ooh, good card. Ooh, Enduring Innocence. Too bad I already bought my singles for Enduring Innocence. Maybe I should have done this before. If I would have taken a look at all the tournament viable cards, maybe do this before and have to buy less singles, but oh well. Enduring Innocence, I know, mono white tokens is not necessarily a S tier, A tier card. So, Kale, why are you running it? Well, I don't have a lot of time to play test, but I did, after Tarkir Dragonstore came out, I stopped drafting and just play tested standard as much as I could to try and see what deck I should play. And I played a lot, but the problem is I played a lot of different kinds of decks to see what I like, and kind of just started weeding some out that I felt had a harder time winning. I wasn't piloting well, whatever, what have you. And at the end of the day, mono white tokens ended up on top. But of course, so at the end, it really came down to 3 decks. Although I wish I would have had more time to try out 2 decks. Omniscience and I wish I would have had more time for Omniscience, and I wish I would have had more time for what's the other one? Also blue-white. Azorius Artifacts. I think the Azorius Artifacts deck is actually very good, but I eliminated those early on because Omniscience, at the time I felt just got hosed really bad by the sideboard. Now, I think the Omniscience decks now have a pretty good sideboard plan. They kind of become a mid-range deck. I think it's still a weakness in Game 2 and Game 3. But, Fear Isolation, that's a tournament staple. I think it's still a weakness of Omniscience after Game 2 and Game 3. But they have a plan. I think it's a little bit better. The Ghost Vacuum, tournament staple. Speaking of Omniscience Game 2 and 3 weakness. Should I be playing that instead of playing... I'm playing Rest in Peace as my sideboard against Omniscience. I know some people like Ghost Vacuum, but I don't really have any graveyard shenanigans going on. I don't mind exiling my graveyard. I like that you can just sit it and forget it, but I don't know. Maybe I should be playing Ghost Vacuum instead. I mean, targeting it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I like Rest in Peace. Come on, give me Split Up. Azorius Artifacts. I really think that deck's strong. I think it's underrated. But I also think it might be the hardest deck in Standard now to play well. Leyline Resonance, that's pretty good too. So good it was banned in Best of One on Arena. So I think that, I think Omniscience or Azorius Artifacts is a lot better than people give it credit for, but I think it's really hard to pilot well. And I just knew from the beginning, after I looked at it, I was like, I'm not going to have the time to get good at this. And so I X'd it off. So at the end of the day, it came down to either... I had 3 decks kind of where I had really good good win percentage. I'd say really good, but good win percentage in my play testing. And, there we go, Split Up. All right, I can stop opening. Halfway through the box, I got 4, 8... I got 12 packs left in this first box, so not too shabby. It could have gone worse. I really like Fear of Infinity style Roots graveyard deck, but again, gets hosed by after game one. Came down to 3 decks. Is it Prowess? The obvious front runner in Standard these days. Selesnya Cage and Mono White Tokens. And at the end, Mono White Tokens, I just felt like I could pilot well. I can know the deck inside and out. It's probably not the best deck in the format, but I'm going to be doing, I have my own little tech from my play testing. Things like I think Split Up is underrated as a sweeper. In this Standard where games can be over, literally games can be over on game 2. 1 mana difference between Split Up and Day of Judgment, and 2 mana difference between Split Up and I forget the name of it right now, but the Exile All Creatures and create a Phyrexian token is huge. 1 and 2 mana being able to cast it and being able to do other stuff with on the same turn. It's not really about casting on turn 3. It's that I can cast it on turn 4 and make a token with the Caretaker's Talent, or I can cast it on turn 5 and play a Carrot Cake. Something like that is important. And I think people underestimate this, because in my play testing, usually you clean up all their creatures. But even when you don't, you can always get their best ones, the ones you really care about. And many times you get to keep a board, and you get to keep your creatures. So it works out a lot more than you would think. And and also I'm playing main decking Authority of the Council, so all their creatures come in tapped. It just makes it even stronger. And that's my tech. So Mono White Tokens, and I'm main decking 4 Authority of the Councils and even 1 right now, my list, I'll finalize my list tomorrow night. But right now, it looks like I might even play one main deck temporary lockdown, just because of how popular is it's looking. But got my split up. Okay, this wasn't a total disaster. I ended opening up one box. I got that. I got, I guess, the foil flood farm verge is the other big one. I mean, that's going to be a card people play for a long, long, long time. Overlord, Haunt One's obviously good, really good. Enduring Curiosity, really good. Fear of Missing Out is good, but I think a little overrated. But yeah, overall, not too bad. Could be a lot worse. So, but this was dumb. Don't do it. As you can see, a lot of open packs with blanks in it. Usually better to just buy the singles. But had fun. I see why people do this and like to just rip boxes. It is fun. God, it takes self-discipline to not do this because it is fun to just see what you get. I feel that. I understand now. But for any of you turning in, thank you very much. I think I'm really close to 100 subscribers. Please consider subscribing. Love y'all. Wish me luck at the regional championship. Bye-bye.